Welcome back to another episode of the Growth, Power, Success Podcast. You already know it's a pleasure of y'all watching this episode, tapping in with us. Everybody's here on the panel with us. We got Briefcase Tony on the end. Brief, what they do?
Great, brother, great.
Spider, what's happening, my brother?
Smooth, man.
REG, what's happening?
Just feeling the growth, brother.
That's what's up. Fellas. Let's get into the weekend. How was the weekend?
Fantastic.
A Night Anew was a movie. Yeah, it was a movie.
Word.
I'm just happy. Our event was very successful. I'm happy. Yeah.
Absolute movie.
Absolute movie. Lights, camera, action.
So what you took from it, Brief? What was your biggest?
I want to say the networking and the ambiance. The whole ambiance of it was very sexy and plush. It was nice.
What about you, Spider?
Man, I love fashion, man. They was putting that shit on. So I was fucking with that. And I would say, yeah, the support was incredible. The art was incredible. The service, the people we hired. I think everyone just absolutely did their best and it showed.
Yeah, it was definitely beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Just from where everybody was wearing. I like the red carpet, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then the videos, fire. The videos, fire. So anybody who didn't go, I bet you when they look at them videos, they're going to be like, I'm going next time. I ain't playing.
Yeah. My biggest takeaway was, just us as far as the ones who was putting it together. We had a goal. We had a mission. A lot of obstacles, a lot of hurdles along the way. We even pushed the date back at one point. But all in all, in the end, we actually completed our mission. We crossed that finish line. So now that just means no matter what we go through, when it comes to anything related to that moving forward, we've already completed the first mission, the first task.
Yeah.
Now, any obstacle is like, oh yeah, that's just a part of it. You get what I'm saying? Because I believe the statistics on this, like, and don't quote me on this, like 80 to 85% of people who start something but don't finish it. I just didn't want us to end up in that percentile or in that.
Now we pulled it off. We put all our resources together, and it worked out beautifully.
Nah, for sure. And the feedback that we got, like a lot of people was really fucking with it, like rocking with it. They were like, damn, this shit is dope. It's got like random people just, speaking to you, just like, man, this is a nice event, man. Can't wait for the next one. While we're presently at the current one, and we didn't even mention that there would be a follow-up.
Right.
Yeah.
And then, like Spider said, the fashion, everybody was grown, sexy. It was just good vibes, networking. Everybody just, brainstorming, putting their brains together. I hear other conversations, from the people that's close to me, just real organic, natural networking. Nah, we hit it out the park.
Yeah.
We hit a home run.
You know what? I like what you just said just now. You said grown and sexy. I think that on our next one, for dress code, as opposed to using the word formal, we use grown and sexy.
Yeah, we could do that for sure.
It's a bigger box you could play in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
What you think?
Yeah, I like it.
Facts.
But you got to remember something. People are natural followers. So a lot of people that came, I seen a lot of people I didn't necessarily expect to come, and a lot of people I thought was going to come didn't come.
Yeah.
And it still was packed. But one thing about Miami culture, Miami people just natural followers. They can see you promoting something, and they may not come to the event until they want to see the aftermath of it. Oh, who was there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that person went. Now they want to be
right.
Now they want to come. But we remember y'all. But we still fuck with y'all.
Yeah.
But we gonna remember y'all.
And we're gonna activate something for the ones that actually came and supported with the first one.
Yeah.
So if y'all watching this, we're gonna definitely activate something for y'all for sure.
Definitely created the Miami nightlife, for sure.
I think we really unlocked something.
Really.
Needed.
I never been to anything like this. As far as in Miami, I haven't.
Nah,
and I have a lot of experiences. I haven't been to anything like this. So it was special.
The city needed it, for sure. Spider, you in the marketing promotional life. The city needs something like this, where you just have professionals networking on
I think this is really, I think for us, I think that experiences like that are normal for some people. And I think that we need to make it more normal for us.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, hey Spider, shout out to you. You brought out some fire artists.
yeah.
Nah, for sure,
Yeah,
boy.
you brought out some fire artists, bro.
Yeah,
Thanks,
Josh
man.
Josh dressed that
Josh
that place
came in
up.
crazy. Shout out to Amani, Holy Water. Amazing work. It looked beautiful.
Francis
Word.
with the hats and the
Elo with the cars.
Word.
Yeah.
Everybody worked so hard, man.
Yeah.
Shout out Teal. Shout out Bull Young Bourbon. Shout out
EJ.
Girl Power.
Shout out Girl Power. Shout out EJ.
Word.
Yeah, for
Shout
sure.
out EJ.
Shout out
Hey, the
EJ.
hardest working man in America.
Shout out EJ. That's our
Word.
boy. That's our other partner that, was a part of the event. For sure, though. Who else? Are we missing anyone?
Yeah.
We're
We're missing
Chef
plenty
Creole,
of people.
man. That food was fire.
Shout out to Chef Creole. They sponsored the event.
Facts.
Yeah.
With the food, yeah. And then, of course, you already mentioned bourbon with the alcohol. We had Smart Water was another sponsor. What is it? Trapo Chico?
Yeah.
Am I saying it correctly?
Correct.
Trapo Chico was a sponsor. There was some other sponsors. I just can't think of them off the top of my head.
We had
Nah, but
Tito's. Tito's was there.
Tito's was a sponsor. Shout out to Tito's for sure.
Yeah.
Nah, but it was dope. It was dope. I woke up Sunday morning feeling full, bro. Like I was absolutely satisfied from what we brought to life and also how we conducted ourselves while we were there. Like it was just it was gas.
It was great. Nobody was in a bad mood.
No one. It was gas, man.
Congrats to us.
Yeah,
for
shout out
sure.
to y'all, for real.
Congrats to us, without a doubt. I got a question for y'all, fellas. How important is it to share the same religion with your significant other, or whoever it is, your spouse, whoever you're dating, or whatnot?
I think time, because different religion represent different times of when you use it. Because some people, they pray on Saturdays, some people pray on Sundays. You got people who go to Bible studies, some people who don't. So that time with your significant other, I think that's important because that's the one thing we can't get back.
Okay.
I think it's important. I don't know. I have this new theory. I've been thinking about something, fellas. It appears to me when it comes to like, no, it's deep. It's kind of deep. No, it's kind of deep. Because there's a lot of spiritual women out here, right? It's, the self-goddesses and all of that. I think I prefer a Christian woman over them women. Because it seemed like that spiritual lane, those spiritual women, it seemed like they don't have no code of conduct. It's like they move too freely in life. And half of them eating pussy too, by the way, which that don't matter. But a spiritual woman go crash out. No, seriously, hit me out. A spiritual woman go crash out on you quicker because she don't have no. Let me give you an example. A Christian woman, she go by the 10 commandments, right? Before I do this, hold on, wait. Thou shalt not do. Thou shalt not. It's a sense of, okay, if you don't have them core beliefs, I'm telling you right now, she go crash out on you, man.
So you saying like the structure?
The structure, exactly. I think, or a Muslim woman, but I'm finding lately, because I am spiritual, but I'm finding the spiritual community, those women. For example, I found that I know a spiritual a lady that do readings, and she sell pussy on the side. So I'm like, y'all reaching now in this community. Y'all tripping now. Like,
that's different.
I just gonna sell pussy, shrimp, and you give readings. So this shit weird.
That's
so
a different
that's what I'm trying to tell you. So
Yo, bro.
unless you the type of guy you just want an open relationship, man, it is what it is, maybe. But I think now, I think it's important. I think I'll go with a Christian woman, which I don't necessarily believe in that Jesus stuff, right? I do believe in God, but a lot of the stories from the Bible been kind of like fabricated. So I don't really necessarily believe in that. But at least I know she's going to act and move in the proper way. She going to be very conscious on her behavior. Let me say that. But a spiritual woman, you might wake up, she in the corner burning a black candle. What you doing, baby? What that is?
I'm in the spirit.
You talking about... So I don't know, man.
Reeve got him.
I'm just saying, man. But I can tell you this, though. That spiritual pussy different, boy. Why you think Erykah Badu got all them niggas, man? Every dude that be with her, they lose their mind. It's something about them incense and natural oils and the shea butters, and they wear the beads around the waist. You know that little stuff, man. All the little theatrics.
So you saying they got a starter pack?
Yeah, that's a starter pack. Yeah, that's it.
You know how hard it is to buy a box of her.
And then she pull out a pack of cards, somebody reading, I'm like, yeah, it's one of them, huh?
Time.
Yeah, okay.
What you got, Spider?
It's hard as hell to get a box of her incense.
Who, Erykah?
Yeah.
I ain't know she had incense.
They call Badu pussy.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
Oh, for real? That's a
right.
real thing? She got them? Shout out to her, man. I fuck with her.
Yeah.
But listen, I whatever it is, though, I think you guys just got to be relatable. It can't be like on the far extreme, you know? Because you know, I feel like I can date somebody that's in a different religion. I'm way mature past that.
Yeah.
It's how you treat me, it's how you treat these kids. That's it. Long as you're not doing no dark shit, like you're not praying to the devil or anything. Yeah, man. Yeah. I ain't playing them dark vibes. One chick told me she wanted, let's go visit a graveyard. She was into that. I mean, what do you call that?
She like Halloween?
I don't know. That's just a dark person. I don't know what to call that.
But no, you know what's so funny? She not necessarily dark, bro.
Some people see art in it. You got
Yeah, she not even like that type of like
some people see
devil
art
worshiper, bro. But
in that
she,
shit. Remember I was explaining
We were
that to you
talking
the other
about
day.
that on Saturday.
Yeah, like
bro.
some people love horror. You'll go in their house and it be, you know, fake knives and shit hanging around. But to them, that's an art form that they like because it is an art form.
Nah, that's deep. You're right.
Yeah.
You're
I
right.
only did stuff like that on Halloween where I go to the graveyard.
That's why, like, most of the time, horror film guys do horror film because that's their art. They love horror.
Yeah.
Horror authors, et cetera, et cetera. So it's like, you know, I think it's some people get freaked out by it, but I think it's cool sometimes. But I think personally, my aunt and my uncle growing up, my uncle was a Rasta. He's my hero. You know what I'm saying? Rest in love, Uncle Drew.
Rest in peace.
My aunt is a Christian, and my aunt she was very firm in her Christianity, you know, and they were together over 20 years. And I modeled myself a lot after him, you know, and after their relationship, you know, because to me it was always a beautiful thing to see how they were so different, but they loved each other so much, you know. So I think it doesn't matter. I think it comes down to respect, which was your underlying. I gotta have respect for each other.
Yeah, it's about respect, bro. It's about respect.
I think that as far as religion is concerned, as long as the two parties they don't have to be the same because, you know, opposites attract. As long as they're compatible, you can look past religion.
True.
Because at the end of the day, you're dealing with a human being and not a robot. You know, no matter what religion you serve or what God you believe in, you still use the bathroom the same way, you still piss the same way, you still, you know, have emotions like you're a regular human being outside. Once you remove the religion aspect of it, now it's just, can y'all coexist? Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? And if you're able to move past that, then yeah, for sure. I've never dated no one that didn't believe in God that I know of. I've never been with someone that was outside of a non-believer as far as God in particular. So what Brief was saying, that shit was comical to me, like, because it's like she just offered you to go sleep in the graveyard. But then again, when me and you was talking about Saturday, I get it, because I never viewed it from that perspective, Spider. Like, because the horror movies exist because there's a demographic of people out there that's their passion, that's what they like, that's what they love. So when you were saying that, it just brought me into a different space. Like, damn, okay, that's why scary movies are always out. That's what, like me, I don't get nothing out of scary movies. I hate them. They're boring to me. They don't do nothing for me. I fall asleep, in all honesty.
I love it.
Yeah. When I was a kid, it was more entertaining. Now it's a joke.
Yeah, it never did nothing for me.
Nah,
Maybe
but it
that
was
had to
one
do a lot with
recently
my
that was really
upbringing.
scary though.
Because in the Haitian household and Haitian culture, Halloween is the least celebrated holiday. It's like, they call it the devil's holiday. So maybe that has something to do with it for me. But I just never, I tried to watch them. It just never did nothing for me. Now, some of them shits are scary as fuck, but it never draw me back to be like, damn, yeah, I want to watch more of it. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I never got that, I guess, it never played on my emotions like that. Mm-hmm. But going back to what we were saying, there are people out there who loves that dark horror, that the fake knives, like you said, and I just never put it in context like that. I was just like, who cares about scary movies? And I'm like, why they selling so much? It's just whack. I was just viewing it from my perspective and, from I guess through tunnel vision, as opposed to being open-minded about it, that there is a large demographic of people out there that's into that. Yeah. Let me ask y'all this. Y'all ever dated out of your race?
Out of my race or out of my religion?
Race.
Race?
Yeah.
I mean,
what was that like? I'm talking about, like, for example, you're American. So have you ever dated a Haitian or Spanish women, like a real relationship?
I have.
Yeah. Every relationship.
All right, so what was that like?
That's the most fun part about it, is learning something that you're not used to, I think. So when the general statement that men love variety, we're always exploring. It's not just about sex. It's just like what she like from where she was from. Like, how does she act? What does she eat? Does she smoke? Does she drink? You know what I'm saying? Like, what was your parents like? Like, those conversations come up. It's more, you can become more interested in people who didn't grow up like you.
Yeah.
What about you, Bar? What was that like?
It was different, but it made me like Jamaican music, reggae, you know what I'm saying? Latin music. So that's what I took from it, definitely. And then like how families are. Because I'm American, so like dating a Haitian woman, for me it was like seeing how her family interact. And every other Sunday they have dinner or family dinner at this cousin house, this brother house. So it was like, okay, I ain't used to that. One time I dated a girl that was Catholic, and I'm more on the Christian side. So that was different. So just, you know what I'm saying, just understand, like what Spider saying, just understanding somebody from a different world, even though we live in the same world.
What you got, Brief?
I mean, I think I said this before. You know, the white girl took my virginity, so I jumped off.
So you started off out the gate.
Yeah, I jumped off the porch with the bunny. I didn't truly choose her. I wanted the sisters, but they wasn't giving it up like that at the time. This like 8th grade summertime, going to 9th grade. Summertime at the skating rink. Nicole, I gotta find her, see how she look now. That's gonna be funny, right?
Trying to double back.
Nah.
Brief trying to rekindle, boy.
Nah. It is what it is. But one thing about white women, I'm gonna tell you this, to be real with you. They not loyal. Even I learned that young, they wasn't loyal. After that, I seen her skating backwards with my homeboy out there. I'm like, God damn, nigga. I'm like, hope these motherfuckers fall on their head. Like, God damn. Like,
what's the difference between her and the one girl you were telling us about that told you to put her on with your homeboy?
That was more upfront. She telling me, I'm fucked out. My boy FaceTime, she like, you can't go no more. He look kind of good. Tell him to come over. At least she being honest. She letting me know she on that. The white girl, she do this manipulative behind your back. You know, so just remember this. You dating a white woman, you at work, and she horny. Ooh, she gonna have to get it. You better tell your neighbor, don't come outside, boy. 'Cause the first nigga she see, boy, put the dog up, man.
Crazy.
She gonna get him from somewhere, boy. You better not Uber Eats. It better not be no handsome nigga breaking that pizza home, boy.
Nicole, if you're watching, just brief looking for you.
Now, shout out to Cole, though. I mean, I appreciate that. I did. Because I was praying for her. I told my daddy, I said, please. I said, man, I can't get none, man. He said, listen, man. He said, don't worry. He said, you going to have so many women, you going to turn them down. I said, I need this now. I need it now. I can't wait. Hey, it came to pass. So, hey, it is what it is. Shout out Nicole. She know how to put the rubber in all. She know how to put the rubber on and all, bro.
Experience.
Back then, yeah.
Oh, so she was your first, but you weren't her first.
Nah, no, of course not.
Nicole big getting it cracking, boy.
Yeah, bro. She know how to put the rubber on and everything. I'm like, damn. Because I wasn't even thinking that far. This is my first time. Like, that would have been crazy. I would have hot dogged the first time and caught something. That would have been bad work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would have been crazy.
Yeah, it would have been crazy.
Somebody out there got that story.
Yeah.
Question, fellas. Your boy Drake dropped recently. Mr. Drake.
Ooh, I listen to everybody.
Now, I know you listen to everybody, but when we were pulling for Kendrick, boy, you were holding on for that Drake.
Nah, it was more on the side of business and why he had to do the lawsuit. I was just trying to find a more understanding of it. But, I mean, even since his music drop, ain't nobody really been talking about it like that besides it's the typical lately music that he's been dropping. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, he gonna need some more work. Honestly, got to put in more work.
So what you think the music landscape has been ever since he dropped? Nothing, he didn't move it at all? Nobody, not even his core fan base?
Yeah, no, because it's not a lot of people I hear from what I see. It's not a lot of people got it on their Instagram. Remember, they'll have it as a song on their Instagram as a post. You'll probably hear it on the radio at least 5 times that day. So I listen to the radio. So for me not to even hear it, besides like the Breakfast Club talking about it, it ain't really popping.
Damn, you're not lying. The radio's not even spinning it, but that's UMG pulling those strings. Because the radio, the labels don't that push the music to the radio stations.
I'm gonna have to disagree with both of y'all. I think it's wavy. To be honest with you, I haven't really given it a full listen, but the impact on it to his fan base is they fucking with it. And
I actually listened to it.
He got this.
I heard it.
That Nokia shit. That shit rocking. That shit had me 2-stepping in the room earlier while I was getting dressed. That shit rocking. I ain't gonna lie.
Drake pre-Kendrick would have dropped his project, it would have went crazy.
I think it's still gonna go crazy. He already got the most sales for an album this year. I mean, it's only 2. We only going into the 3rd month, but like he's gonna do
like,
all right.
You know what I mean though. When Drake normally drops, when they push that button, come on, man. Drake is everywhere. Every radio station, everybody's song on social media, on TikTok, IG, whatever.
I feel like I'm seeing mad Nokia posts. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, but that's one song. Normally when Drake drop, at least 6, 7 songs is going crazy all at once.
Yeah.
I just think he came out with the wrong approach. I think he should have came out as Drake himself, not with Party Next Door. That's just my personal opinion. If he would have came out just himself, and gave the music that his core fan base love, based on the same structure.
But he say he working on that. He say he working on a letter to his fans, essentially.
Yeah.
So he is working on that, and I think collab albums are dope for the music industry.
I like collab albums. Like the one he dropped with Future. That shit was hard. But what I'm saying is, in this instance, after what happened to him, once Kendrick dropped, or once Kendrick...
Yeah, but I just think there's a lot of bridges burned. So we're not getting those... the media outlets that we were getting before, because so many bridges have been burned. You get what I'm saying? As far as like just really drawing a line in the sand. Imagine, I mean, you could compare. It's not the same, but compare it to East Coast, West Coast. it was most of the East Coast wasn't even listening to West Coast.
Yeah.
At one point in time because it was such a culture thing. It was such a, you know what I'm saying? I'm from the East Coast. Yo, I'm from the West Coast. Like, you know, and now it's either, I mean, think about how many artists he fell out with, bro, in the last year.
Yeah, now you make a valid point.
These are people who would be reposting. These are people who would be featured, so they would be promoting it.
Yeah.
Like, he's standalone now, so it's him and his fans. It's personal now.
Yeah. Now you make a valid point because maybe it's just America is just not rocking.
Because I think now
the world is, because you have Europe, you got all these other continents. So maybe it's just America that's not really behind it like that because of the, I guess the outcome or the side effects of how how Kendrick was deeming him, a pedophile or whatever the case may be. Maybe just America is siding with Kendrick. And I can't even say that because Kendrick numbers internationally are going crazy too.
Yeah, I think he gonna win. He can't lose. Like
he gonna win regardless because he's Drake. We ain't gonna act like he's not. We're not gonna act like he's chopped liver. He's Drake at the end of the day. But the control that he once had, where the world was damn near at his fingertips, he don't have that no more.
But guess what? On the other hand,
maybe he gets it back. But at the present moment,
is a fan that just watched him go through that. Now, imagine all these fans who love you to death, literally. And they realize what you went through, and now through this next phase, they're gonna support you more.
No, of course.
So imagine one fan spending the amount of money that 3 fans would spend.
From the financial aspect of it, I see what you're saying, but I'm just talking about more so from the, I guess just the impact. That's the word that I was looking for.
Yeah.
It's not as impactful as it once was. Normally, bro, when Drake dropped, everything's on ice. Like, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I feel like Future could drop right now if he wants to. Kendrick, like, there's so many people that can just drop and won't feel the wrath of Drake recently dropping. That's what I'm saying. Like before, when Drake dropped, you gotta let at least 6 months, maybe a year go by before you release a project. Yeah. Now, a lot of people could drop right now and it wouldn't affect their numbers.
Nah, don't say Future though, bro. He been out of here, bro. Yeah, nobody stopping Future numbers, nigga.
Right. But
I don't say
Spider
Future.
knows what I'm saying though.
Pluto been out of here, bro.
It don't have nothing to do with Drake or Pluto not being out of there. What I'm saying is, you gotta understand, certain people, certain fan base, like Drake and Future fan base, a lot of Drake supporters are also Future supporters. This is where the business aspect come in. If you drop around the same time he dropped, when are you going to tour? Around the same time? When are you going to sell the merch? Around the same time? So in a sense, you're selling to almost the same core. So who's going to get the money?
The streets go.
Everyone don't have enough to go buy one Drake shirt or one Drake product and then turn around and buy Future the next day. Remember,
those two different
core
concepts.
fan base are typically the regular 9-to-5 workers. So that's why labels don't drop consecutive projects back to back like that with different artists. It's spread out because if this person dropped, he got to run his merch up, ticket sales, tour. So now how are they going to have money to double back to go get Future stuff if they just ran it up on Drake? That's more so what I was saying. Because right now, if Future dropped, it won't affect them because of the Drake effect wasn't in effect.
Yeah,
this go around.
I just feel like the impact, like, let's just think about when Gunna dropped. You know what I'm saying? You can't say Gunna then, you know what I'm saying, like, reform in some kind of way where people was, that whole time he was locked up, everybody was, hey, he snitched, this and that. But he made that music and everybody was like, you know what? That boy ain't going nowhere.
Which is why I said he should have gave us Drake. I heard this project. It's not garbage. I like it. But if you would have just gave us Drake himself, we know what he could do. We know his capabilities. We're not denying that.
It's just, we just thinking about, like, when we talk about Drake, we is talking about one of the GOATs at the end of the day, right? So that's how...
One of the GOATs in who eyes? Your eyes?
Huh?
I mean it's technically fact. It's not really opinion.
You talking about Michael Jackson numbers,
I'm gonna leave that alone, man.
It's fact. It's not really opinion.
Yeah.
Like, some things are numbers and some things are letters. This is numbers.
For his era or just overall?
Overall.
You gotta be.
I could activate this conversation right now so bad. I ain't even gonna push that button.
No, that's it.
Come on now.
Nah, but I think he took the safe route by coming with the joint album, whatever, which, you know, it is what it is. I feel like he should have just came him first and dropped the records that made people go crazy that he normally do. I think he went the safe route just to test the atmosphere, and then he gonna double back with his project, which it is what it is.
Drake just need to get some trap beats and just spit some that shit, man. All that whole ass shit he just the rap singing about. I don't want to hear that stuff, bro. Get some trap beats and start snapping. Go back to that shit. Like, that's what I want to hear. All the singing and all the lawsuits, all that weird stuff. Go get some raw ass trap beats and just snap.
I think he just.
That's it.
He gotta get stuff off his chest. You know.
Do it in that way.
He's second guess. I think
It's coming.
He's second guessing
Just
himself.
wait patiently. It's
Nah,
it's on the way.
listen, nobody's denying his skill sets. The boy,
He's still been putting music out though. That's the thing people gotta understand.
But one thing I know about the music business is this, bro. When people are done with you, they're done with you, regardless how raw or how good of a record you put out. Like, you can still get a hit in there here and there, but once they made up their mind that they're off for you, like, you could drop a project better than your best project, and it's hard for you to recover from that. I'm not gonna say Drake is there. That's not where he's at. But this project has to be fire, because it could go the opposite direction too. Because if he drops his project and he bombs it, like it ain't on point, now what do? You're just gonna tour off of your hits, which he got thousands of them, hundreds of them. But I don't know. So
I'm gonna go back and re-listen to the album, especially like as soon as I leave here, I'm gonna go back and listen to it again. Cause maybe I wasn't. Cause I'm not saying I'm biased.
Nah, bro, go by your initial thought.
No, I gotta listen. You know,
initial thought ain't always the right thought.
Yeah.
Sometimes
it is.
2 or 3 times.
No, it is, because that's organic. That's your organic feeling. Everything after that is like programming and propaganda being pushed on you, because the radio will play it so much, you go like it. After you hear it 100 times through your brain computer, you gonna start bobbing your head. Go off your initial when you first hear it. It's hot or it's not.
But that's not always the case, though, Brief. I'm gonna tell you
with
why.
me it is.
No,
I'm
gonna tell you why.
I got a good sense of judgment with music and what sound good.
Nah, that's not always right, because music plays on emotions, and based on the mood that you're in at that present moment, it may not hit home for you.
It may not hit home, but you still know, is it good?
Not necessarily, bro.
And
like,
if it's bad,
you could miss it. Sometimes you need a second listen, just like everything else in life. Sometimes you need a retake. You need a do-over. You may need to, you probably fumbled the first opportunity. You probably had a good woman that you dropped the ball on, and you're like, damn. And you, next 2, 3, or 4 are garbage. And you're like, shit, I really fucked up on that one. So now you redeem yourself and you make sure the next one you get, or however it is, you handle the situation better. Sometimes you just got to give it a second opinion, a second listen, a second opportunity. This is America, bro.
Bro, you listening?
America's all about
second chances make
chances,
bro, for the event, right?
Yeah.
I'm leaving Total Wine from buying the liquor. This guy in the parking lot selling CDs. I give him $10. Give me a CD, right? And I'm driving in my little low key. It got a CD player. That's all it got. There's a CD player in that bitch. I said, let me play this shit. I played it. The first 30 seconds, I pressed eject. I almost broke my nail trying to fling that bitch out the car. That's it with that stuff, brother. We got good sense of, like, we know what's hot from right out the gate. I can tell you, oh yeah, he got something, or this shit trash. So when you get on the mic, all that little stuff, nah, man, nah, brother.
Yeah, but you know,
ain't got to go through the whole, nah, man.
But a lot of people turned down Drake when he first popped out. Future, that's your boy, right?
You listening?
Yeah, I'm listening.
It go back to programming. That was the initial.
Nah, man, it ain't always programming. Sometimes it just got to get into the right person's hand.
They asked DMX. They asked DMX.
Sometimes you just need the right producer. Sometimes you just need need the right engineer.
Wait.
Hold on.
Different.
You may be a dope artist, but the production fails you.
A person can approve. That's a different conversation. But that has nothing to do with me, that person approving. I'm saying initially when I listen to an album, if it's whack to me, it's whack. It always gonna be whack. And anything outside of that, I've been programmed and forced they forcing it on me to make me like it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Trust me, it go like that, bro. It's called propaganda. It's a whole psychology science to this shit.
But at some point in life, there has to have been something in your life where it wasn't programmed for you to like it. You either watched it a second time on your own term, listen to it a second time on your own term, or whatever.
Okay, let me think. Let me be honest with you.
Mind.
So you never heard a song once and
then nobody try to program it to you, and you play it again later on, and you like, you know what? And you were in a different mood, or you probably heard it in your car, not feeling it. Go to a party.
Not an artist, but a genre. Like I want to say house music.
Okay, then there you go.
Okay, growing up in the hood, I ain't really like it, but when I started traveling, hearing it more and more, I'm like, oh, this kind of a vibe.
Did they program you, or did you just start to listen to it with the open mind?
So in a way, it was kind of both when you really think about it. But I accepted it.
I would say, have you ever heard house music like out? Like when you've been out, like out of the city? And like, that's the same thing with me, because when I moved to DC, because at first I'm like, man, this junk is terrible. What is this? But when I went to DC and I'm in the club and they going crazy, I'm like, hold on.
So at the end of it all, music is a mood.
Yeah.
It puts you in a place. And so you can't understand a genre without putting yourself in the place of a person who listens to that genre. So that's how I became so eclectic with my selection in music, is because I put myself in the environments in which these people are actually enjoying the music. I didn't like country music until you sitting on the porch looking at land and nobody's bothering you. You know what I'm saying? And you don't like house music until you in club space and the lights are off and there's beautiful women everywhere, and you know what I'm saying? You in the mix of it, and you kind of, you know. I wasn't listening to Afrobeat, then I went to Red Rooster. Shout out Shrine. I was like, damn, this a whole nother.
But we can't say certain artists just whack. Like
of course.
Like no matter what, I can't listen to E40. I can't. You can listen to E40?
I don't really listen to E40.
You listen to E40?
Have I?
Yeah, will you? You can ride around.
Only the songs that came out back in like the early 2000s. That's it.
I don't really listen to E40, but I've heard a couple songs.
But he's Ebonics legend.
Yeah.
He part of the culture.
No, of course. I don't give a fuck. It was God. It's shit trash to me.
I don't listen to him.
Nah, nobody hopping in the whip and say play
not somebody
E40.
I relate. Yeah, I don't relate to his music, but growing up like middle school, I would have some songs that had you dancing now. That's just the truth.
Nah, but he's big in the Bay, boy.
You know what I'm saying?
Like when I was out there in California, like in the northern region, he's not as big in LA, but like in Northern California, Bay, like listen, bro, like how you see Ross, how you see Trick in Miami, like he's that.
Okay, so let's make a point. If I don't like him now, and I'm telling you, I'm not saying I don't like him personally. I don't like his music, right? That organic feeling now, if I move to the Bay Area and I start liking it, what do you call that?
Nah, but that don't mean you have to like it.
Wait.
To understand.
What is that?
You gave it a second chance?
Nah, man.
Nah, that could be more programming, but that doesn't mean that it worked. Because I was out there.
Now I'm just jumping on the bandwagon.
There's only one genre that I can't listen to as of yet.
And what's that?
Metal.
Nah, that's a different kind of music, boy.
Nah, that's a vibe, man. That rock and metal.
No, not rock.
No, man. You talking about
Heavy
heavy
metal.
No, I know. You know, I do psychedelic, so I be in a different reality. So
I haven't found a way to enjoy that yet. So I'm working on it to be determined.
And I want to go to one of them. I don't really know the name of it.
The Gothics,
where they be like fighting and pushing each other. And what's the proper name for that?
It's a mosh pit.
Royal Rumble, nigga.
A mosh pit?
They had a mosh pit.
No, like I'm being honest with you. I really want to go and just.
Damn, bro, you got that much rage?
Nah, but I mean, think about it.
Punch you in the face.
Go to
I'm gonna punch somebody in the face too.
They do that at Rolling Loud.
But that's the thing though. I can release.
I ain't going to that shit.
Niggas just
Nah, I do it. I definitely do it.
That shit is I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? What the fuck would make you want to do that?
That's that heavy
You
metal.
volunteering for a nigga to split your shit? Get the fuck out of here, bro.
No, I'm gonna be doing the split.
Somebody gonna get you, bro.
Nah, they gonna jump me. They gonna say, let's jump this nigga because he going too crazy.
They gonna see Brief coming in. Yes.
Everybody getting it, boy. Everybody getting it.
They gonna be like, Trump back in office. We got us one.
I might leave that bitch on the wheelchair.
That's crazy that people really like.
Nah. But seriously, like that's on my experiences in life. If I had to put a number on it, it's probably like it's in the top 10. I really want to do that.
What's at the top of your list?
Right. Well, I think we about to do that in September. Serengeti, Africa. That ain't really the top. The top is to go out of space. That's like one of the ultimate fantasies, like out of space. Like just look at the world, look back at the world.
Yeah, but you got
that's coming one day though. You know that.
Infatuated with the space, like astro, space, future. This nigga's very like.
I don't blame him. It's lit.
You should have been a scientist, boy.
It's lit up there, man.
Bro,
yeah, because y'all niggas be on psychedelics and
that's what it is,
shit.
bro. Like once you tap into that different reality, bro.
Yeah. When you get into science and you start enjoying science fiction in the way that.
But science is my favorite subject, but I'm not infatuated the way Brief is. I just like to learn how things work because everything, the world evolves around science.
Yeah. Let me say this real quick. What's in my top? What one of my is in the top 2? I could never do it no more because she died, but I wanted like to sit front row at a prime Whitney Houston concert. Early night, like when she really in her bag, like, you know, like sit right front row and watch that queen sing. Mm-hmm. That's a real experience right there. That's a mind-blowing experience.
Whitney my favorite singer, so I'm down with that.
I felt that by Michael Jackson. I like, dang.
Mike, one of them ones too.
I just want to know how it was. You got to think about it. You couldn't even buy a ticket. That's how many people used to get no tickets, boy.
People were dying.
Like, you can't even
passing out, fainting, just getting passed around like crazy, like paper cups, boy.
I don't know. Travis Scott, he's not big as Michael Jackson, but his crowds like that, bro. Yeah, his crowds like that.
I watched him perform before.
Travis?
Yeah, at Rolling Loud.
What was that like?
Shoot, one of my homegirls that was with me, she left me to get the. She was with me the whole night. Travis Scott, she left me. I never seen her after that. I ain't gonna lie, but everybody loves him.
Yeah. She played too a little bit, boy.
I
don't give a fuck if God appear on the stage. You better be right here next to me. Fuck you, man. You running off because of. Oh, that's some nasty work.
I think that's the only reason why she was there, honestly. Because she wasn't excited until Travis Scott
came out.
Like, I ain't gonna lie.
That's crazy.
She was just never seen it again.
That's another thing. You take your lady to a concert, she got to know how to control her emotions. You know, Usher on stage getting sweaty and grinding. Baby, hold that shit together, man. I'm telling you. Hold it together. Don't get too out of pocket. Don't scream.
Hold on. Spider about to say, you don't have a problem with that, Spider?
No, I wasn't going to say that.
Oh, okay.
No, I wasn't going to say that. What I was going to say was, I went to one concert with a girl. It was a J-Lo concert, so it was cool. But I wouldn't go to that concert with my girl. I would send her with her friends. Straight up.
Oh, nah, boy. Well, yeah.
Talking about like a J-Lo concert?
Well, when she get home, she gonna be ready for you, boy. She gonna be nice and moist, boy.
Listen, bro.
She gonna be ready for you when she get home, boy.
Last year, my lady went to
you don't want to see your. It's only natural that stardom does that to women. So you can't like.
It do. That's why I
don't
said
put yourself in a situation to get your feelings hurt because you can't in a fantasy world, right? You can't compare to this nigga. You take care of her all day. But in that 30 minutes of her being in fantasy land,
you just said some shit, boy.
Nigga, you is not him. So you gonna sit there and watch her worship this nigga? That's crazy. Go with your homegirl.
You just said some shit, boy.
Like I want you to have the experience, but go with your homegirls. I'll see you later.
Damn, boy. You just said some shit that's deep.
He witnessed it firsthand.
I think I won't never take my girl to like a Chris Brown concert.
That's
dead.
Dumb.
That's dead.
Niggas paying VIP access and Chris Brown back there tonguing them, grabbing, man, get them.
And then you gonna come out of it and she gonna be snapping on you. nigga, it's Chris Brown. He on the, what you tripping for? And you gonna feel like this. Like, don't put yourself in that situation.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
But lucky for me, that was my lady at the time. Actually, I met her when I got there, so like we kind of like ran into each other.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
She just stuck around. But when that boy Travis Scott, when they made that announcement,
She chose sides, bro. It
was
is
like
all good.
but it was like a stampede though, trying to get the. It was crazy because they got different stages. When I say everybody like aired it out, like cleared out, and went straight to one stage, I was like, yeah, that boy like that. Boy.
Oh, that's that man.
I had a bunch of opportunities to go to Rolling Loud, but I never went.
bro.
You been to Rolling Loud?
No, I don't.
You been
I went.
I never had the desire to go. I don't care for concert. I've been to one concert in my life, and that was 2024.
It's a concert, but it's like it's
Concerts
so many
a
different
vibe,
people.
though. They are a
There's so
vibe.
many different people performing. Then they got other stuff you can do.
I like
while
festivals. I don't really
it's like a
I
festival
don't really
too,
like
though. They got the food trucks out
concerts
there.
from the
Nah,
consumer
Rolling Loud
perspective.
actually lit, bro.
Me, I don't like them
lit.
either.
From the consumer perspective, I don't fuck with it unless I'm in, like I'm doing backstage. Like if I really want to go, I'm gonna just go all the way backstage. You know what I'm saying? But as a consumer, like I'm straight, bro.
Yeah, like fans just fanning out, just going crazy. It's like, come on, man.
You know what I'm saying?
lit,
Shit's
though.
annoying, bro.
When the baby said what he said on stage, I was right there. When Tory Lanez came on stage and Megan Thee Stallion had something to say about it, I was right there. Like I said, when Travis Scott hit the stage, I was there. I don't seen Gucci, Thug.
This Rolling Loud vibes.
Rolling Loud vibe.
Oh.
I was there for 3 days.
Damn, boy.
And
you cashed out too, huh?
found a little deal.
Okay. Okay.
Little Miami special.
Crazy, it's crazy though, cause like one of my friends from the Midwest, they was flying in to go to the concert, and one person couldn't make it, so they ended up selling me the ticket for like $300.
Pennies on the dollar.
Yeah,
nigga.
like $300.
Damn, that still sound like a lot to me.
For 3 days.
3 days.
right,
I
bro.
mean, 3 days.
How much?
From,
Like $100 a day?
It's
pretty
different
much.
every year, I feel like.
but you know how much them
you
tickets
can
really
finance
cost?
the tickets now.
How much that was?
They got you financing the
Like
tickets.
$1,200.
Like $1,200 for the ticket.
And all I had to pay was $3. Oh,
Wow, I never.
I came
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
never
I just
spent
got a
$1,200
different
for that
mindset. I don't feel like I'm paying $1,200 to go see no one just to watch him perform. Cause I just feel like we them peoples. Like
true.
he just
I'll take that
there
money
at
and
the
travel
present
with him,
moment
bro.
right now.
Listen,
Like,
I go to a game all day.
bingo. You get what I'm saying?
I ain't
Like,
going to no concert. If I want that experience, I want it for a sport.
But it's
You know what I'm
like
saying?
it's like 15 concerts within them 3 days.
Nah,
when you
but
think about it.
I'm just thinking, bro. I just think about it, I get tired, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about it right now. I'm tired.
I feel you.
Like running around with all these little kids, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was lit. I ain't gonna lie though. That experience
why
was
I don't-
crazy. I seen Megan Thee Stallion on stage, and I ain't gonna lie. I was like,
I remember when Barry was like, "Boy, Meg."
man, really, boy. I ain't gonna lie.
She
I be
bad.
hating on her because of the Tory Lanez situation.
But she
but I
is
ain't gonna lie.
bad, huh?
She one of them, boy. Entertaining? Oh yeah. She was there from like when the sun up, sun down.
They always talk about her knees or something because she know how to drop low and stuff.
She
They
can.
be like, they got Megan knees and shit. She bad though.
For us to watch
She
it.
a real style, you know?
Yes.
So you gotta put a rope around her neck in bed, huh? You gotta tie her up, huh?
You need the cuffs. You're gonna have to bring out the cuffs. So you're gonna have to bring out the cuffs.
Tie her hands behind her back, boy.
But that was the first time.
Tie her
Don't
legs
tell
together,
Spider
boy.
that boy. Spider boy.
I'm telling you. I wasn't starstruck, but I ain't never like look at somebody the whole time while they perform like that. Like I'm thinking other stuff outside of them. I'm not even listening to the music no more.
Yeah.
Like,
My
you
boy
feel
done
me?
tapped in that
I'm like-
fantasy
I'm like-
world, boy.
Damn,
looking at
boy.
He
her.
thought she was performing for
got
him.
He got Tinder
It was
quick.
like it was like a me and her. Like,
You got
ain't nobody
boy.
else was
Barry
in
in a
there.
1v1, boy.
You got boy. You got.
And guess what I do after that? I'm on YouTube trying to look at every video now.
Damn.
So, but I'm out of that though. But it's just more like
Yeah.
she had that type of impact on me when it comes to like being a true performer at that moment. Cause like that thing was shaking.
I'm being real. Meg give me
I
that
got the
energy.
video.
Like, let's just say I ran across her. Like, I know I can bag her. You too. Like, I just know, like, she got that type of energy. Like she see a real nigga, like she'll fuck with him. Like if you put down on her, she look like she'll fuck with a nigga. Like she just give me that energy. Like
what's the best performance y'all seen ever in person?
I actually no, I went
50
to
Cent back in the days, bro, like 06, 05.
That's the one that I just
Right.
went to, 50, when he was right there in Palm Beach. And then in
I
Tallahassee.
probably was there with you, boy. What year was that?
Last year.
Oh, nah.
Yeah.
This
And then
Get Rich Die Trying era.
Wayne, when Wayne was Wayne.
Wayne still Wayne.
Wayne, Webby, Boosie, T-Pain. That's when T-Pain got hot. Because this was actually in his hometown, in his city. It's when T-Pain was T-Pain.
Mm-hmm.
T-Pain wanted a headline, but they chose Wayne to close out the set. So halfway through T-Pain's performance, he got hot and just threw the mic, and then he addressed the crowd, and then he just walked off stage.
Right.
Because that's his city. He wanted to actually close out the night or whatever the case. But Boosie, Webby, T-Pain, Wayne, that's when Lollipop, like that's what Wayne. That's when Wayne had the industry on smash.
Talking about like 06.
Yeah, like 06, 07, 08, around there.
Yeah. 07, 08.
That's the only concerts I ever been to. Just that 51 and then the one with the lineup with them 3 or 4, whatever. Boosie, Webby, Payne, and then Wayne.
First concert I went to was like 2 Chainz in college. But Future, I say, because I've been to at least 3 Future concerts.
I gotta go to
Not by
Future
design
concert.
either, though. It's just like, when he came to Gainesville, this is Pluto at the time, on the stage. I'm backstage. I'm like, oh, this John different. Then I go to the concert just recently in 2023.
Oh, you a concert guy, huh?
Nah, man, it's
What
funny.
you mean, nah? You go to all the concerts, man. What you mean,
I'm
man?
down with it, Rolling Loud.
3 days in a row.
Hey, I had
Ain't nothing wrong with it. No, that's that's a thing.
I had to experience that, though.
Yeah, ain't
That's
nothing
the
wrong
thing.
going concerts. That's really some bullshit.
but-
None people can't go to concerts.
Future, I say Future. I think his music alone, like when I say like how Rod Wave is right now.
Nah, that's the best rapper in the
it's
world,
like people
Future, bro.
really,
You know that.
like, word for word, bar for bar, everybody know how to like sing the song, and then you just starting to feel the energy. Like this nigga hot, boy.
I never been to a Future concert, but I've seen him perform live in at a couple clubs when he was up and coming.
Mm-hmm.
I think one time in Orlando, another time I want to say Tampa or some shit like that. This is when he was like on Tony Montana, like when he was up and coming after he had dropped his first album.
So that 2011, 2012.
Yeah, it was around that time when he was still, making his mark on the scene.
I still got the videos in my
But that boy,
phone
he
from back
performs with a
then.
lot of energy. I don't know about now, but at that time, I was like, yo, this nigga's going crazy. Like, he was just as turn as the motherfuckers in the crowd.
Y'all remember 9 Mile Festival? Formerly known as Bob Marley Festival.
Yeah.
They used to do it at Virginia Key. So
I heard of it.
I used to go out there every year with my uncles. Cause they used to have a day-long list of artists, primarily reggae, but then they'll feature like a mainstream like hip-hop artist. Like I done see Nas, Ross, and Future at the Bob Marley Fest. But the best performance I ever seen is the Marley Brothers perform together. It was incredible.
Yeah, that's
Bob Marley's like
yeah.
he's my top guy. Like
He's at the pinnacle for you.
he is, yeah, for sure. I think Bob was like the
Bob
ultimate.
Marley.
Come to think about it, he kind of look like Bob.
I was just about to say,
He look like one of the Marley brothers. Bob Offspring,
Bob
niggas.
was I think he
one of
was
the-
the
Find out you
ultimate
Spider Marley, nigga.
musician, and more
That's
importantly, he was the most like he was just so genuine and so like
And intelligent, too.
he
That's
had
intelligent brother.
intent with everything that he did,
Yeah.
you know. And I loved it. I love him so much. I didn't watch the movie that they made about him
Because you didn't feel like they were...
I just
it was
don't-
casted right.
Don't disrespect them like that.
Yeah.
You know.
How y'all feel about these documentaries that come out post
Some of them are good.
death?
Some of them are good.
It's-
That one is personal to me.
Yeah. I mean, it's good especially for the kids that didn't grow up in that era.
I like documentaries, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Marley Brothers, they killed it.
Yeah.
They killed it because they do some of his songs too.
His grandson is a rapper down here in Miami.
Talking about YG? Or you talking about somebody else?
Dread. He call himself Dread.
Yeah, I heard about that too.
I mean, it's so many of them. And you know what's funny? you know, certain people get ridiculed for the way that they live their life. Nobody knows what kind of people they are for real, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like the Tyreek Hills, like the Nick Cannons, things of that nature, right? Bob got 11 kids with 6 baby mamas. You never heard one bad thing about him.
Nah.
We're gonna
that's
leave it there.
the politicking too.
We're gonna leave that there. And one more thing. He's never made a song that was negative or that talked about anything that didn't have to do with the positivity and the betterment of the human race.
Salvation, boy.
He used to fuck with them bunnies too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but his father was white.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people didn't know that.
Yeah, he
or
come
don't
from-
know that.
Yeah.
Bob Marley's dad is a white man.
But he was him, bro. He was
No,
him.
I know.
Nah, Bob for sure. Bob
I
is
know.
at the top. Like, as far as icons for me, we all know Michael Jackson's number one. That's the greatest entertainer that ever graced this earth. But if you want to be honest, with the exception of Jesus, Michael Jackson is the most famous person that's ever lived or walked the earth.
James Brown, bro. Don't sleep.
No,
on
but
James
Michael
Brown.
got a lot from James Brown, but Michael was bigger than James Brown.
He was bigger, but entertainment wise,
it's Michael, bro.
No. Michael Jackson was a bigger pop star and the bigger star, but entertainment. Go look at just when you go home later, just pull up James Brown on YouTube. If you want to see God confidence,
No. James Brown had that for sure.
He was him.
The most theatrical person in life with the dance moves. The dog, he used to jump in the crowd and go crying, like literally crying to women, begging like, please, like.
Yeah, but that's good. He was on that powder. Like, he was.
See, but it don't matter.
Like, come on.
Wait, well, come on, what?
Come on, man. He's not in the right state of mind.
But
that's why he make it more lit. Because we would have never got that if he wasn't on it.
Yeah.
You would have never got that performance.
David Ruffin, one of your guys.
I like David. But David wasn't, he ain't ever make it to that type of stardom.
Nah, James Brown was that guy, though.
But James Brown, bro. You know James Brown, the first black man ever buy a private jet?
Yeah, for sure.
He was really that guy.
Yeah.
See, a lot of us, we don't know about him.
I knew
because
that.
this was before our time.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm a big fan of
That's that man.
I still listen
James
to James Brown.
One
of my favorite songs.
I heard it was good, though.
The movie crazy. That's fire.
That's
James
what
Brown, bro, that
crazy.
guy, bro.
I never seen it. I need to watch
You
it.
gotta watch it if you ain't watch it. But one of my favorite James Brown songs is "Try Me." If y'all ever never heard it before, listen to it. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Like I play that song when I'm at my grandmother's grave site, and I sit down and play that song.
That's that song?
Because we used to take them road trips all the
Okay.
time. You know what I'm saying? So like, growing up, I couldn't watch no BET, and we ain't had no cable at mom's house.
Yeah, you and I both.
You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't no BET. And then all I listened to, even right now, I listen to Hot 105. Before I even listen to 103.5, 99 Jams, I'm on Hot 105.
For the people who not from Miami, what's Hot 105?
What's Hot 105?
It's like classic music,
classic
old
music,
school,
yeah.
and 93.9 to 93.5. Like,
Word.
that's the
Like,
classic.
that's when you used to listen to the Tom Joyner Morning Show. Like, you ever listened to that before? Like, that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I listen to. Because, like, when you talk about positive stuff, that's all you would hear on the radio. Now, you go on them other stations, it's all over the place. It's almost like being on Instagram without being on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? So,
That
I
makes
always
sense.
keep my
that
mind.
make a lot of sense,
Yeah.
actually.
So
I
if
never looked at it like that.
So if y'all ever like trying to listen to something positive and you just trying to stay afloat, I just say listen to Hot 105. You know what I'm saying? And
Nah, I definitely be tapping in with them, but a lot of times I just catch myself writing in silent now, or in silence.
Silence
just
is golden.
Thinking, just brainstorming, just tapping into, I guess, my deepest thoughts and just trying to figure out how to be effective as far as like my day-to-day life or just, fatherhood, just everything,
Yeah.
And sometimes that's the moment where I get the most peace, where I'm really alone in the car driving.
Right.
Because outside of that, get in the house, you're amongst, of course, everybody else, children, wife, whatever the case may be. Not that it's not peaceful, because it's definitely peaceful there for sure. At the park, it's just you're amongst others. When you're in the vehicle by yourself and you're just driving, it's literally you, yourself, and your thoughts. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now I can just really tap in and just be like, oh, shoot, dang, okay. I forgot to do this. I could have done this. La da 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 da. Oh, this another topic for the pod. Like just, just everything.
Yeah.
I got a question for
Yeah.
y'all. What are some things you do or some things that happen to you where you feel like you got a peace of mind where you able to think clear? Like, what moments do you have? Because, like, for me, it's like when I'm driving 5 hours to Jacksonville, I just feel like I'm free of everything that's going on in my life. What about y'all?
I don't know. I think lately for me, it's just been like the chill crib vibes. Like my candles, incense, and just kind of just chill. Like chill mode, bro. Not going outside. Like that. Just simple. Right at the crib, bro.
Yeah, that's kind of.
But I need my candles and my incense. There's something about them candles, bro. I guess that's probably my feminine side, right? That'd be considered feminine side.
About candles.
No, you
like whoever else
like
said.
what you like, bro. Remember.
Yeah, but I like my.
Anything feminine about candles. Some people buy, the little. Fuck it, man. Fuck it.
No, because I know you about to fuck with me, man.
Go ahead,
but I gotta have my candle, bro. Candle, my incense.
What's your answer, Spider? Go ahead.
Yeah, man.
Read now. I've been really just spending a lot of time alone, man. And I've been doing more like manifestation with what I listen to, type thing. Like I'm listening to a lot of things that's kind of keeping my mind on the right flow for the day and what I need to get done and how I need to feel. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I mean, like right now, I've been listening to "Life Is Beautiful" by Larry June and 2 Chainz. They did a collab album produced by The Alchemist, and the shit is fucking perfect. Like in my opinion, I've been listening to it back to back to back to back to back, and it's just so like on so many levels, it just pushes me to just be the best version of me right now. That's just my theme music, and it changes every couple weeks because new shit comes out, or you revisit some shit from you when you was younger or when you went through a certain time in your life, and I'll stick with that sometimes for a couple weeks, But right now, yes, Life Is Beautiful. I recommend everybody go listening to it because it's dope and it's Black excellence for real. Like they just speaking on, how they're successful, why they're successful, how it feels to be successful. Not only that, but relaxed and passing the knowledge down to your kids and having your paperwork right and all of this while you doing this. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, don't forget. Hear me? Mm-hmm. So, fucking like Chainz, he got these 2 lines. He say, I got my car in my LLC. I got my pistol in my wifey name. You feel me? It's just a matter of
shit on that too.
It's a matter of just like really placing yourself in a better situation. Right. Like that you could do this. These all niggas we all learn the same shit coming up for real. But it come down to just application of knowledge and structure. We just don't have no structure. We good at making money, but we don't have no structure, so we end up fucking it up and not really being able to take it to the next level,
Nah, for sure. For me, it's when I'm just sitting in at home in the patio and I'm just watching my kids run around. And they're just doing whatever they're doing, whatever a kid's supposed to be doing. And that's when it's just like, I tap into like, damn, someday this will all be gone. House is going to be quiet. And then it makes me like kind of fall back as far as, like, because I'm OCD. I like stuff to always be neat, clean a certain way. And that don't really work with kids because in order for them to really progress and evolve, they have to work on their motor skills. They have to tear stuff up to, put it back together. You get what I'm saying? So I just sit back and I just watch it like one day it'll all be gone and I know I'm going to miss it. So I just try to, I guess, be in the moment and just, watch that and just, I guess just seeing the creation that you created, or me and my lady.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Because
life is beautiful.
Yeah, and it's just like, damn. Then you see their personalities. This one's aggressive. This one's nice. This one's. It's just, I don't know. Like that's to answer your question.
Yeah.
That's what it is for me. And I'm just sitting. I'm just watching. Like, because the reality is, sometimes I check myself. Like, you got a family,
right?
Like, you. Because I know who I really am. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And I love every aspect of it. But I just know, like, if you would have told me years ago, like, you would have had 4 kids, like, I would have been like, I don't know about that one. Even though I always knew I loved children and I always wanted kids and wanted it with, of course, one person. Like, so what I always wanted is exactly what I have. But I was also against it because it just wasn't something that I was, I guess, pursuing, but more so because of the lifestyle.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Because it kind of don't go hand in hand. Like, let's keep it real. How we were out, street niggas is not really transition or wanting that.
We used to be
but a lot of it has to do because I come from that.
Yeah.
So I understand, like, nah, this is what family is all about. Yeah. That's where the structure, like, you understand what I'm saying? So I always knew, like, nah, this is what I want.
I got a theory. My bad. I don't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
I got a theory. I want to just say it while it's on the top of my mind. You know how when you laugh, you feel good. When you have sex, you feel good. I think subconsciously we feel good when we get upset and we act aggressively. It gives us a rush. That's why we keep going. You slam one door, slam the next door, and every time you do it, it's like you feel a little bit better every time. Could you say that? Would you guys consider the fact that maybe we get a rush off of it and we become addicted to that feeling, and it could lead to anger issues and people being overreactive and things of that nature?
Yeah, I agree.
Nah, definitely.
Crash out.
Yeah, I played ball. I had no choice but to
crashing out feel good a little bit.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Nah, but sometimes you have to crash out because you got to blow that steam off.
We got to be careful with that because you could feed, just like any other thing that feel too good. If you get too caught up in feeding yourself that shit, you know.
Yeah, that's true. Because if you're caught up too much into it, then you might take it a step further this time than you normally would.
Once the rush is done, you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, you realize,
fuck,
you made a mistake.
Yeah,
that's why I play sports. That's where I get it from. Honestly, like if I want to, you know what I'm saying, take the issue out, put the helmet on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Pick up that basketball. That person in front of me, you got to see me. You might not know what's going on 5-10 hours ago, but you about to feel everything and why I'm upset, everything. So I think it helps though. Like you said, it's
so
it's
we can help channel that. We just gotta
you just gotta put the energy into a different.
Be aware first.
Yeah. Like some people work out when they need to blow steam. Some smoke. Some take a smoke break. Some drink. Some gossip. Some just get physical. You get what I'm saying? So I think it's just. Yeah, like what you said.
I want to go to one of them things where you start breaking stuff.
That's why Brief want to go into that fighting shit. So we gotta,
I did that before. That felt good.
The breaking stuff, like they have like a car or glass.
Yeah, it's like a room. We go. Yeah.
What, they got that down here?
Yeah, it's in Pembroke. It's like off University and.
Man, I stay right by it.
Yeah, I put you up on it.
Yeah. I think I need to take my lady there.
Fire. My homeboy he had a party there.
Braced. I just want to break something for.
You put the goggles on. You got the bat.
Yeah.
You can pick stuff up, slam it,
That's
break
tough.
it.
I always wanted to do that. Honestly, I might do that next week, boy.
All right, get that pressure off, brother.
For real.
That pressure.
How you feel after you did it, Brief? Did you feel like it relieved you of your stress, or did you blow the steam off?
At the time, I didn't have no stress, but it's just something about breaking something. It just feel good.
It does.
Yeah, it do.
That's how I felt when we went to the gun range that time. We was at that gun range. I'm just letting it off.
Vari, I'm like, Vari, you straight, bro? That nigga just held that one pow. I'm like, bro, like.
But That's because, remember I told you, I stopped touching guns because
Oh,
my
yeah,
friend
that's true.
committed suicide
Yeah, that's
back
true.
in college. So
Oh, sorry.
I wasn't touching no guns. So that's like, nah, man, come on, you going to be good. It's like, I know how to use one. Real simple. But the problem was just like, every time I see a gun, it was more like, dang, this junk is really dangerous. Like, some people can make one mistake. Now I think about, like, now.
Yeah.
Because it's been, about 7, 8 years now? So it's like, for me, I'm thinking of it like, dang, if he could have just waited, he don't know what his life could have turned into. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he seen that gun, and he made a decision, and he can't never take it back. So it's like...
That goes back to what you said.
Like you said, moving off of emotions can really kill you.
Facts.
So,
Hey, but that's one thing God did give us, though. No matter how we look at it, He gave us a way out. I'm not saying that's the right thing to do. I'm not saying that. I'm not advocating suicide. All I'm saying is we got a choice. We can say, you know what? I'm done with this place. And be done with it. God gave us that power. You know what? This not fitting me no more. This rural, nah, this ain't it no more. You got that choice.
You want to know something crazy? Whenever I'm in a tough spot or in a tight situation, I always remind myself that I'm undefeated. And we all are. Because no matter what was thrown at you throughout your life, you're still here in the present. So you somehow, somewhere, at some point, you overcame it.
That's
no matter what it was.
That's a fact.
Even if you thought you took an L, you look back 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months, 5 years from now, you really overcame that.
Yeah.
Because if not, then you wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But moving along, fellas, what's the impact of streaming in the urban community? Do you feel like is helping or is hurting us? Like, what impact do you feel like that it has in our community?
I think it's incredible. I think we needed it, and I think it empowered us. And I'll go as far back as my childhood. I played a lot of video games, but my mom was cool with it, you know? In most situations in urban communities, your parents ain't really fucking with it like that. You know? It's something that's a privilege, but it wasn't something that any household in our communities embraced growing up. It was, oh, he in on that damn game. Or, man, why don't y'all go outside and play? You feel me? Meanwhile, in the suburban areas, in the crib playing, oh, you good? I'm good, Mom. You good? I'm good, Dad. Hey, I want to stream. You think you can help me? Well, yeah, let's do it. Just put everything in the Amazon cart, son, and I'll take a look at it. Hey, in our neighborhoods, hey, Mom, I really want to go play in this Madden tournament. And, man, what is you spending time on these bullshit-ass games for? And woo. But now it's like, that shit is changing lives. And for me personally, like, it kept me inside in the time that I was making my life hot. You feel me? And I always liked games. So when I got inside, once I get on it, I could be on, like, bro, I would play for 10, 12, 14 hours sometimes, bro. All different types of games. But in a time where I was outside doing nonsense, when I got stuck on the game, it kept me inside. And some of the worst things in my hood happened when I was inside on that game. You know what I'm saying?
That's deep.
And so I'm grateful for that because it saved me from certain shit, you know? And I think that it's important that whatever your kid doing, that you just support them, unless it's obviously literally something they clearly shouldn't be doing. But that was it's something I noticed later on when streaming and stuff got really popular. And as far as the empowerment side, I think that it gives anyone out there the ability to create their own show. These are things that when we grew up watching like Dave Chappelle, or for those who are a little bit older, the Jamie Foxx and the Martin Lawrences, and you seeing these guys be able to put their own skits together and really make people laugh and have fun. And now, I mean, if we wanted to create a set in here to do a sitcom, we could do it and make it in a podcast form, or we could just upload it on YouTube and create a fan base for our show without the production of a Warner Brothers or whatever these, it's a million of them, but that's what we need. We need empowerment and to be creative. Creativity is freedom. As long as we could create and enjoy the creation process, like, we're typically happy. That's why, like, I found it, I mean, this is a complete sidetrack, but, like, that's why it's hard for two artists to stay together, because they both need that consistent space. Like, you need space, you need time to create, and so, yeah, I think streaming has changed the Black community and it's empowered it. Despite all of, there's ignorant things and some things that probably shouldn't have happened. But once it's under control, once you got the right PR, you got the right people around you telling you what you should and shouldn't be doing for the most part, I think that anyone could give themselves a platform these days.
I think that's what I like about it. You don't really have to wait on no one in particular to push a button for you. You can push that button yourself. You can fast track your own success. You get what I'm saying? Like, in the past, like you were saying about Jamie Foxx and all them, whatever, you need a network. You need these conglomerate, big institutions or these machines behind you in order for you to become this powerful, impactful.
Or to be seen, really.
Right, or to be seen, let alone be heard. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? So just fast track it. That's what I like about it. It's like you could just literally get going right now, and by the end of the month, you might be the biggest streamer in the world, if not one of the biggest up-and-coming, rising streamers that everyone is, I guess, waiting to hear.
And also, I want to give credit where it's due, because a lot of people like to downplay the streamer shit. It's streaming is I think it's an ultimate career, really. You do it really whatever the fuck you want for the most part, unless you're signed to a team and they have a schedule for you. I think it's great. You just got a room that you decorated and you just get to hang out all day and
shit. We're gonna be streaming in here.
But people like Kai Cenat, he's funny, he's entertaining, energetic as shit. But when you watch his shit, it's real production behind that shit. Mm-hmm. Like, there's shit is timed perfectly. You feel me? Every 15 minutes, every 20 minutes, whatever that mark is, there's a change of events. It's never the same thing for too long. It keeps you entertained. Like, he's coming at you like, oh, woo, woo, woo. Oh, this was looking at Reddit, interacting with the fans. Yeah. The next thing you know, somebody kicked the door down. Yeah. And come in, or somebody bring him some food, or like, you feel me? Yeah. It's a change of events every 10, 15, 20 minutes. And he gives you a full-on, it's a fucking TV show. He gives you a full-on show. Yeah. You feel me?
What helped him out, honestly, is because he used to stream by himself at first. He was just Kai. But when he became a part of AMP, that's when you start putting 5 different streamers all in one house. Mm-hmm. And they just, like you said.
It's like a new label.
Yeah, it's like it's like putting a label together, and then everybody.
With less funding.
Yes. So now it's like you got people who want to see Duke Dennis, you know what I'm saying, Phantom. So now you got everybody all on each other's streams. Mm-hmm.
And they all got their specialty.
And it's going, like, all they screens, all they monitors is up. So while
they up.
They all going through the rooms and stuff. So it's like, you ain't gonna never be bored. Then what I like about them too is that they create like real skits where they doing like the wipeouts, you know what I'm saying? Like, they go bowling, you know what I'm saying? They'll go do a road trip, like stuff like that. People really want to see that because, like you said, some people can't travel to see certain stuff like that.
I think a lot of that has to do because people were so programmed from linear television because there's a system in place. Mm-hmm. It was so systematic. Mm-hmm. So now when you stream, it's literally happening live. You're getting a raw version of it. Whether it's, cause remember how you ever watched a TV show back then or a movie, and after they rolled the credits, They show you the uncut.
Yeah, facts.
Like
Yeah.
those used to
Everything's
always
uncut.
be my favorites.
Yeah.
Because that's the organic or the original form before they edit it and cut, take all over again. So with streaming, you get that, you get all that live. You get their imperfections. You get the actual human form of them, as opposed to just them present themselves in the best version of themselves, or just trying to mask all their deficiencies. Like, nah, you're gonna see everything, all the highlights, all the lowlights, everything in between. So I think that's why the streaming world is so dominant and it's, I guess, thriving, or is just bigger than linear television at this point, because it's not robotic, it's not systemic, where you're just, okay, 30 minutes, every 15 minutes, commercial break, like, you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's life. It's happening in real life. They're presented to you in its raw form. I believe that has a lot to do with the success.
And they charging too much for cable.
Yeah.
Just think about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, a person rather just buy Wi-Fi. You know what I'm saying? Wi-Fi, I go on YouTube, I can watch anything I want to watch.
Yeah.
You know? And I think that's what it is, too.
I love YouTube.
What, Brief, you don't be messing with the streaming?
Not
so much?
I do. I don't really watch people's streams. But, yeah, I love streaming, bro. It's a vibe.
But I will say, our community got to be careful with the chat and the people on the other side of that screen. You know, we could use, the recent situation with Deshae as an example. You have to be careful, man, how you moving around and how you speaking to people, because you don't know before you ask a person how old they are, as the prime example. You don't know how old they are. You feel me? Whether it's text coming through in the chat or it's a person you see in your presence, you gotta be careful with how you interact with people. When I first started streaming during pandemic, I was streaming on Mixer before Facebook Gaming bought them. And Mixer actually went down for a whole, like they had a whole scandal going on with like inappropriate interactions or whatever the case might be with underage women and et cetera, et cetera. But it's like, let's just say, for example, I'm streaming and someone puts in the chat, oh, you're so handsome. Oh, thank you. Right? I can say thank you and leave it there. And some people might get too comfortable and be like, oh, thank you. Well, what you look like? And then the person writes back, I'm 14 or I'm 15. You know what I'm saying? And you like, you feel like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So how do you monetize it? How do you monitor that? Should they put age restrictions, or should you, I guess, be
they already
within the demographic
age
of your
restrictions
own?
on it? When you go, before you go live, you have the option to click 18 or above, 18 and over, or 18 and under. You get what I'm saying? Like if it's appropriate for people under 18.
Right.
Okay.
So you got to be smart when you pick that, first of all. And then second, that's still not going to keep them out.
Nah. But they could take certain protocols, like have them upload their ID, or if you're a minor.
But you don't have to take it that far with having to know a fan through a chat.
Yeah.
You don't.
Yeah, but you know there's a lot of perverts and weird people out there in the world, man.
You got to keep everything bland, and you got to be super aware.
Yeah, some people view that as opportunity.
But that's just
like some guys don't know how to talk to women on the streets or whatever the case may be.
Well,
they might
most
want
of
to
them
speak
don't.
to minors.
That's why they're successful, is because they've been in
that bubble
in front of the camera, just producing.
DJ Academics. Remember the situation he just had?
I'm not a big fan of Academics, man.
But he just had a situation where he was streaming with a kid, and they was talking about getting him laid, and the kid was only, I want to say he was only like 15.
Didn't he lose most of his endorsement sponsors and all that?
Yep. And let's go back to what you were saying. Like, you really got to be careful when you talking on there. He lost money.
I'm not like I can't get behind tearing the culture down, bro. And I just feel like it's not really progressive. His streams are not progressive for our community and our culture. So
our culture is the reason why he got paid too, though.
Right.
And that's the crazy part.
Our culture is the reason a lot of people get paid. Like
the negative
Brief said this before. Like we're the most copied
But I will say this:
individuals in the world, or
I
not.
will say this: I still follow his Grand Wizard chat page. Grand Wizard chat nigga, I think is what it's called. It's like his page where he drops all the like the day of information. He'll drop it on there.
I don't really
he's
care.
top of his shit, but I also think he's an outlet for the industry. Like he's just sitting at his desk and he wakes up every morning, has a coffee, and goes through the files.
But the thing about it, he's not creating the content. We creating the content. He's just reporting it.
Yeah, he's more like
like you know, like we doing the dumb shit. The celebrities doing the dumb shit for him. They giving him content.
Mm-hmm.
He's just reporting it.
Yeah. Basically an anchorman.
But sometimes he do too much. He do too much sometimes.
And he talk crazy to people.
It seemed like he wanted to beef with everybody.
He single-handedly destroyed Meek.
Yeah, now Meek not destroyed though, but
you know what I mean when I say that.
Yeah. Well, he tried to do that to Lil Baby too.
Yeah, he come after them for sure.
He tried to attack him.
But
look,
you won't find him nowhere. Where you see him at?
Behind his
Outside.
computer. Nowhere.
He ain't outside.
Nowhere.
Man is terrified. You feel me? I don't know, man.
That boy had
to me, he just be a little too heavy on Drake. Like he be pulling the shit out of Drake meat. Like
you think that?
It's
like talk about YoungBoy. The fact that he could get YoungBoy on the phone, that's probably why he act the way he act.
Oh, so he like that about YoungBoy too?
Yeah.
I don't really keep up with him. Like, he's not really.
Ain't too many people could speak with YoungBoy.
Yeah,
he could get YoungBoy on the phone. That make you feel a certain type of way, I guess, as a person in his position.
What's Drake and YoungBoy relationship like? Because you know,
I really don't know.
YoungBoy is Cash Money as well, so that's probably.
I really don't know, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah, because they ain't really never done nothing together. So, but like you saying with the streaming, I'll say this too. There's some pros, but there also some cons too. You know what I'm saying? Especially like when it comes to the younger generation kids. Because just me being an educator right now, you got a lot of kids. They could tell you a lot about a stream, a lot about a game. But if you ask them to read something in the chapter and like let it like register, they can't do it. So you know what I'm saying? Like so sometimes they do take their minds away from really like the day-to-day life that they're going to have as they get older. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
which is important.
They've also been programmed differently than we were.
A little bit.
Because there's this thing, I don't know how real it is, that I've seen like most shows or anything that you see on TV or on your phone nowadays, it's like a 3 to 4 second count where it's just, your naked eye won't catch it, but it's just like keeping you engaged. It's like, it's something that they're doing. I think it's like called like the red eye or red something. It's just keeping you engaged. Remember, the kids that you're teaching, they're in the prime era of actual technology. See, when we were coming out, like, technology happened right in front of my very eye, right? Same with you. With them, they're born into it.
True, but you still, at the end of the day,
I think
you
the
still
more
got to read and
technology-
write, no matter technology. Even with technology, they give you what? Directions. You still got to read the instructions. You got to read the directions.
I think
if
they
you
still
can't
have
comprehend
more.
that, how you
Yeah,
gonna
but it's a little different. Like, back in the days, like, our parents, they didn't have a GPS navigation. They had to literally know their
How many
north,
athletes you
east,
knew who
west,
couldn't read?
and know how to read the map.
How many athletes you knew couldn't read though, bro?
And graduated and went to top prestigious
I went to a private
PWIs.
school. That was something that you had to take a test to even get into the school. So I can't speak upon that. You get what I'm saying?
But what about the middle school level?
Middle school level, everything was pretty much fine. You was either a bad kid, and that's just what it was, or you were just a kid in school just doing your work. It wasn't really none of this.
I think education in general is an issue. I don't think it's because we're gonna be distracted by something regardless. Whether it's sports, it could be technology, it could be a girl. I guarantee the kids still have more general knowledge. I know they don't have the ability to read and whatever, but they do have more general knowledge than we had at that age. 100% fact. Because of technology, because they can get the answer to any question in 3 seconds. You feel me?
I also think the actual...
But our education system is ass.
I think the traditional educational system needs to be upgraded. Everything else outside of... everything else has upgraded and elevated. Even prisons are more modern in some form, like the newer built ones. the educational system is the same system from before our parents went to school.
Bad, bro.
Like at some point you have to
it's different
update
now,
it,
though,
upgrade
too.
it, and make changes to it.
It is.
Bro, I'm going to be honest with you. Technology actually
kids on laptops,
dumb people down more than it made them smarter.
Thank you.
Because
that's what I'm trying to say.
No, that's a fact. I mean, look.
These kids are not that smart no more. I don't
even
care
rappers,
what technology
even rappers.
you talk about.
There's no substance in the music
Even rappers.
either.
Just go back and watch interviews from 90s rappers. They was very 70, 80. They was very sophisticated. They can talk.
That's not fair, bro.
These interviews, these young rappers now, you don't even know what they saying.
Because I disagree.
But it goes back to education. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, it do. Listen, whenever you gotta figure it out with your brain computer, you gonna be smarter than someone that can just use a calculator. Be like actually writing out the problem. You smarter than a person that just
Who gonna get the answer the fastest?
It ain't about the fastest, but I'm trying to make you smarter when you can figure it out on your own.
Brain development.
Listen, like you said, our parents had the map.
Yeah.
They ain't have no GPS. You smarter if you can know how to read a map. It got lines. It got the whatever. However you use a map, that person gonna be smarter than the person that don't use a map because you using more of your brain computer. It forces you to think.
You have
smarter in geography.
I don't know,
maybe,
bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like I just think. Go ahead.
Nah, I really get what y'all saying, but like I said, these kids already handed. Every kid got a laptop.
Nah, but
in school, no, they give these kids laptops and they taking a test, right? And you talking about the attention span, right?
No, I agree. We were smarter back then.
No, I'm saying just now. I'm just talking about the kids now.
Yeah.
You said they could get to the answer, right? You know what these kids will do to get to the answer? They'll get everything wrong until they get the answer. And guess what? They're okay with a 0% on the test.
Yeah, but you gotta hold the teacher accountable too, bro.
But I'm not even
system,
saying that.
Bro.
It's for one, it comes down to parenting too. We're not just gonna say the school. We're not gonna just keep blaming the school too.
Start at the house.
It really starts at the house.
Yeah,
too.
real education starts at home.
It starts at home because them kids, you can tell, because they, like I said, I can see a kid change just off of what's going on at home. We got to add the emotions that's going in perspective too. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these kids are very emotional now, like to the point where like, I ain't got no pencil. You know what they'll try to be? And I always have to tell them every day, be the solution, not the problem. You get what I'm saying? These kids want to be the problem more than the solution. That's why there's so many kids dying. For one, because they only moving off emotions. Remember, we had to think logically before we can make any decisions. Just like you just said, used to be, something I had to change.
Like the kids been dying though. It's just more media. Kids been dying, bro. That's just how I feel.
Kids, I would say kids.
Nah, I think it's a little worse now, boy. This shit crazy,
I think
boy. Because now it's a big gang culture. It's in the music now, so I think it's rubbing off on the youth.
Just because you're in the gang culture don't mean you killing.
Nah, hell nah. These
but
gangs
you're
in
more
Miami
prone to death because of the environment.
If you go to Jacksonville,
it's just like if you're in the streets.
It's on site. It's war. It's literally wars going on right now with the youth. But I mean, it all depends, bro. But
and it all goes back to like, is it the kid's fault, or is it the people that's pushing the button to program us, like Brief was saying, by playing this record on the radio? Like, I don't know this exec, but there was a label exec that's big in the music industry. He said if he wants to, he could literally make your grandma a superstar in 6 months. He said, I'm not even joking. Like they could handpick you, put you in the studio with with one of the best producers, with Kanye, Dre, Timberland, right? The Alchemist, whoever. They can literally teach you how to say your raps, cater the beat around you, put a budget behind it, put the machine behind it. Man, you out of here in 6 months, man.
Bro, and that's the point I was trying to tell you. They can't tell us what sound good. Go by what you initially hear. Anything outside of that is programming at a high level. If you think it's whack the first time you hear it, it's whack. Trust me. Because it's shit you heard the first time. You're like, yo, this shit fire. It's fire. So how can you say something fire when you initially hear it, but you can't say it's whack when you initially hear it?
You can say it's whack.
Exactly.
You're subjective. It's all subjective.
You can say it's whack.
Yeah, you can have your own. You can form your own opinion on that.
But I want to say everything starts at the house too, though.
Yeah, it all starts at the house.
Like even with you, right? You got your kids, right? You know, if they go to school and try to act like they part of that environment where, like I said, because I teach at a school that's like in the hood now. Mm-hmm. So it's like more like I'm seeing the parents walk in for the parent conferences and stuff like that. Like kids nowadays can dish things out, but they can't receive it at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, you got to set good examples for them in whatever position you're in. So for me, I mean, I'm blessed. My kids do get in trouble in school, but they're still young, you know? And at the same time, I teach them, I focus a lot on giving them social awareness. Social awareness is very important.
Right.
You feel me? For example, with my daughter, I don't really hold any, I don't want to say punches, because I don't throw punches at my daughter, but in the sense of like, I'm explaining. I find myself explaining everything to her so that she understands why I made a decision to make that action. You know what I'm saying? And I think that, for example, when she was in 4th grade last year, she came home and said, hey, my friend made me uncomfortable because she said that she's gay. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And I'm not trying to make this a whole straight gay conversation, but it's really young for my daughter to have to deal with that.
That's too young.
But the fact that we had already prepared her mind for it, mm-hmm. She like to be comfortable enough to come to us and express that is like, okay, you know, well, I stated my opinion to her, whatever my opinion was. And she moved on from it, you know? And it turned out, you know, that friend wasn't really a good friend to her, you know? Pretty much disclaimed her as a friend completely after that point, you know? And I think my daughter really learned a lot from that. And same with my sons, like, you know, hitting other kids or, you know, even maybe being too rough with a girl, and I'm explaining to him like, yo, like that's not no man shit to do, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, chill, take it easy as a female, you know. And I say little shit sometimes to make sure, like, bro, she can't be as strong as you, bro.
Right.
She's
no matter what.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, facts. She can't be as strong as you. Just chill. You a man, bro. You know.
Yeah.
And then the same thing you said is something I repeat, wash and repeat. Be the solution, not the problem. Oh, so-and-so, he took the last Swiss roll. How would you fix this problem? Once they crying. I'm like, yo, chill for a second, y'all, calm down. Mm-hmm. How do you fix this problem? Oh, I don't know. Cut it in half. Now y'all both enjoy the Swiss roll. You feel me? And then they got in a fight 3 days later about some shit, and it was like, no, they didn't get in a fight. Sorry. My son came out, my oldest, and he was like, Magic and Farrah were fighting, but I figured it out for them. I just split everything evenly. And then he'll be like, I got you.
That's dope.
You feel me?
That's fire.
So I think we just got to be real with them and teach them the shit that we know. We can't be afraid to, like, expose our kids to shit. Like, they're going to be exposed. It's better we explain it to them.
Yes.
You feel me?
Nah, we're going to definitely conclude with that.
Yeah.
That was dope. I got you. Nah, that was dope for sure. But another episode in the books, fellas. Episode number 18. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all already know what it ain't. Thank y'all for tuning in with another episode of Growth Process Podcast. Briefcase Tony on the end. Spider. Barry G, what they do.
Stay positive.
And y'all already know I'm your boy Bless. We out of here.